Hello again, everyone. This is my cafeteria from Redstone Engineering. I know wow, that was terrible. My last post said I was going to be working on the second grid type, but my brain had other ideas because it was coming up with all kinds of things for the user interface. So I decided to do a test on that instead today. So what I have here is the interface for one row, minus these two buttons. These two buttons would actually be over where the reset button for the grid was. I was kind of far away, but for my purposes here, I added them, real close. This is, the select for the A row. So when you go to take your turn and you choose a coordinate, you would press the button for selecting that coordinate, and your number, number or letter will light up and the corners will blink. This means that you've chosen a coordinate, one of your two coordinates, but you haven't locked in your choice yet. You haven't hit the fire button, and which means if you realize you made a mistake or you choose to target a different location, then you can do so, and you can use the turn reset button, which just unselects any coordinates. That's all it does, and then it'll turn off again. So we'll select that coordinate again, and it'll blink. Now, once you're done picking your two coordinates and they're both selected and blinking, you can press the the fire button. You can lock in your choice, and you press it like so, and then it stops blinking, and it's just a solid icon or whatever that is. At which point you'd have locked in your choice. You've fired your shot, and now you can't go back unless you were to hit the full game reset, which would reset everything. Reset the whole game for a new one. So I think that's how I'm going to do the interface for each grid. It's going to be along the side, and you'll have to fly around on your side of the field and click stuff. So I'll give you a look what's behind this wall. It's a fair amount of redstone. It's not really complicated. It's just it's kind of average, actually. This is actually my first time using the lanterns, the redstone lanterns. I have to say I like them. They're very versatile. And these here, with these sets of pistons here, all that is those what I used in the white rows here, only it's been reworked a little bit, so it's more suited to the shape of this piece. And then these pistons here are repeaters, like I built in my self-repairing bridge on one of my videos about my old servers. That's really all it is. Except for, instead of being powered by a torch, in place of the torch I have the power source comes from the torch that powers the whole lights, which will go on or off depending on whether or not you selected the space. That's really the only difference. Oh, and of course, the other difference is that this piston is connected to the final reset, or the final select button. So when you press it and you lock in your choices, it just pulls the block out, which it puts a gap in the circuit. So now it just doesn't blink; it stays solid. So that's really all it is. See, they're just repeaters. Of course, my computer's having a hard time running just this. I'm a little worried what the full game's gonna do to it. So, there you have it. There's the beginning of my user interface for Battlecraft. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it. If you want to see more, subscribe and join my Google Plus page if you haven't already, Redstone Engineering. My Tumblr's on Google Plus somewhere. Oh, and it starts raining right on time. Alright, so I'll see y'all later.